Okay, today we'll be replacing a bathroom toilet. First thing you will need is a crescent wrench to loosen the bolts that are holding down the toilet to the floor. You've got one on each side. Then after that, you want to turn off the water. This is very important. Turn off the water supply line that goes into the water tank. Once you've got that off, go ahead and flush the toilet. Get all the water out from the tank. Once it's out, you may have some water that spills out once you disconnect that hose. But make sure you have your little bucket just to catch any water, so it doesn't go on the floor. Once we've got that, we should be able to remove the toilet, but you want to have a large trash bag to go under the toilet to catch all the water so that you can move it out of that room, out of the house, so that you don't spill water all over the floor. That's important. Then you want to clean this area. You want to replace the ring. You can use a wax ring, but I use these blue rubber rings and insert both of the screws into that plastic ring. Once they're in there and secured, I use an extra nut on each of them just to make sure that they're in place. Once they're in there in this position, then you can put the new toilet on top and make sure those screws are aligned with the two holes that are under the toilet. First, we're going to screw the toilet on to make sure it's in place. Use the washer and a nut for each side. Then after that, reconnect that hose onto the new toilet tank. And then once it's nice and snug, tighten it by hand. You don't need a tool for that. Tighten it by hand. For these nuts, you do need the crescent wrench, but to tighten this water line to the tank, you don't need a tool. You don't want to over tighten it. Just tighten it by hand, then turn it on, let it fill up. Go ahead and flush it. Make sure you're checking for any leaks. Once we're good, then leaks is the most important thing we got to check for. And on to the next project.